Hello and welcome to another free code session. My name is Jason Bach. I'm going to continue trying to fix this bug in Partially Applied. And I was looking through Camtasia's tool and I finally just decided to, you can only get rid of one shortcut. And I made the other two like so obtuse, like you had to do 4 keystrokes in a row, that I should hardly ever be hitting that. I really, really hope not. So hopefully I won't be dealing with that ever again. I really wish they had an option just to say, I don't want any shortcuts. Just don't have any there. Let me have the option of not having shortcuts. But we'll see if they actually ever let that happen. Anyway, last episode I ended with figuring out where I think I want to go with this. So we're going to continue to go down that road. So yes, these are a whole bunch of partially applied results. So we want to go up to the extension. And what we want this to be is, if you get a methods, if you get a symbol here, do the candidate symbols also show up? Like, what does this say? If the expression is some mega, okay, so yeah, it would be this and then this. Okay. So what we want to do is say var symbols equal to a new list of method symbols. Okay. No, not symbols, symbol. My God. When you change a model around, it gets really there. So now we want to say symbols dot add that. We would also say here symbols dot add one of these. And what we're eventually going to return is an immutable array. No. Of that type. And then we're going to say here, try get method symbols. Okay. Yep, I know that. We're getting there. So we're going to say here, return symbols dot to immutable array. So now here what we want to say is if the symbol's length is greater than 0, for each var candidate. Thank you. I'll take that. If candidate is an iMethod candidate symbol, then what we're going to return is, we're going to say symbols.add candidate, and then this would be a false. Except, no, that. Okay, so we got that. When we come here, we're getting partially applied information. So this, yeah, this is going to need to change. So this result, this is going to need to be also an immutable array. Partially applied results. Okay, that forces the issue. And then we want to say var results is equal to a new list of partially applied information result. And then eventually down here we will say this dot results equal to that to immutable array. Makes sense. Okay. So now we want to say in here, can we do for each var delegate symbol in? Yeah, that works. So we're going to basically, and this is where the control MM thing was killing me. There. So we're going to go through each one of these that we find. I like that. I like that you can deconstruct, you know, each part of each item in the list. I kind of like that. And so this will be just add a new that. There we go. So that fixes that. Cool. Okay. So we got that working for us. We got that working for us. And then we come to the generator. And is it length? Greater than 0 for each var result in information results. No, we want to say range. There's this is a hash set, and there is no add range, right? You can't say it all projects out. Or yeah, it does that. Okay, so we're going to have to say add here result. Then we can come out here and say, did you find all of them? And everything else should just fall into place, right? So let's rerun this test. And let's see what this does. It might also fail because the order of the two that it generates is going to be different, which is fine. That would be okay. Holy crap. Yeah. Hold on one second while Jason does an assumption here. Yeah, this is length equal to 0. That's fine. I mean, when you change code, you have to change all the things it breaks, but this is necessary. Yes, I am saying here. There. Okay. Watch as Jason changes all these to is equal to 0. How boring is that? Very, but that's what we have to do as software developers. Greater than 0, 0. What now? Nothing? Nothing? Maybe, possibly, something, maybe. Okay, that's fine. All the integration tests fail, and maybe I just completely borked something. But that's why we have these tests. Okay. So let's go to here, go all the way down, and this is the overloads. Yes, let's run this. Failed. Why did it fail? What? That was unexpected. Okay. Oh. You know, it'd help if I actually assign the right thing. But this is, again, take a drink. What do? You write tests. This is why. Because, well, I know I can be stupid. I know I make mistakes. And this is a prime example of it. Okay. Okay, now we have a diff issue. That's much better. Look at that. It actually did generate the right things. Yes, it puts it on the line. Okay, that's fine. That's what it does. And then this would back up the bus. Oh, and then yeah, this goes at the end of the line, right? Yeah. And which one's first? That one's first. Let's try it now. It still doesn't work. The call is ambiguous. Yeah, now we're getting a call ambiguous bull crap. You know what? Let's just do this one. Yeah, let's say. There we go. Oh, brother. Yeah, now it's going to get confused because what happens is it sees that you want to call that method, and so it's going to generate both. But then the compiler is going to kick in and say, well, you have an ambiguous thing. But now by me putting this code in here, yeah, that's the right cast, action, good, and string. See, then you put that in later once you've generated the code, and then it works. This is one thing that is a little tricky with the source generator here, because I'm basically trying to key off of something that doesn't initially exist. And once it exists, then you have to, you know, change it by putting this in here. That's a little squirrely, I have to admit. And there's probably some point in the future where that's going to bite me in the butt, but that's okay. So what we can do to get around that is let's do this. Okay. And this is a good test that it should actually still generate both. Though I got a feeling this is also going to be potentially problematic. Yes, let's be consistent. C, A, B, C, D. B, C, D, A, B, C, D. And that's A, B, C. This will be A, B, and C. A, B, and C. There. Of course, the order might be wrong, and I missed that. But who pays attention to that kind of stuff? Come on. Still not passing. Wait, what? That's right. Oh, I didn't change the int string GUID. Okay. And then it should be string GUID. Yes. And then that's right. And then that's an int because we changed that. What are you going to do now when Hulkamania runs wild over you? Did I just say that? I did. Oh my God. That's a blast from the past. Okay, now that passes. What happens when I run all the tests just in this library? Do we have any breakages? We might. It's possible. No, they all pass. Okay, cool. So let me commit. Success on handling overloads. Still need to run integration tests. And I may also need to add overload tests there as well. So once this pushes, we're going to reload because that's what we do, right? Yes, we do. Okay, reloaded. So now let's see if all of them pass. Actually, I was thinking those keystrokes in Camtasia might actually be helpful because I could pause when I'm trying to run tests, and I just have to get in the habit of always making sure I look back and I've unpaused so that I don't lose like 20 minutes of recording. You know. Okay. Nice. Okay. So we Need to add some tests here. Interesting. What I just realized is, like for add and multiply, they give you the same one. They're overloaded. You know? Even though the method names are not, these are. So it was actually doing the right thing by only generating one. Of course, this is going to say I can't get, oh, you can. There should be an apply of just int. Yeah, like, why did it go there? Oh, we want the add one. Okay. So the add one, this one should go to that. And then the multiply one is going to go to the exact same one. Yeah, because they create the same one. Okay. So let's do this. We're going to put the overloads in here as well. Okay. Oh. For God's sakes. So in this case, what we should be able to do then is say, I want to call one or the other, and neither one of these have any matches to anything that's above, right? No. Okay. So let's have a test. Public static void apply for overload starting with int. Of course, this is nice because I've always been able to say, let's do this. Because I want to have a way to get like a result from these. So, and saying this is string, int string, and then int string string. And we never have an int string string. And we never have a string. Well, we do there, but that would be double. Okay. And GUIDs are just problematic. We know this. And then we can say here, there. Starting with int. Var overload combine int partially apply to method overloads dot combine starting with a 3. Okay. Then we're going to assert that overload combine int, or we need to start with an int. We're going to do 3bc is equal to 3bc, right? And then we also want to do a test starting with string. So we're going to make this a 3. What in the... What? Stop it. Combine string. Okay, where we pass in a 2 and a 3 will give us a 3, a 2, and a 3. Right? Run these tests. Oh, God. Why? Func int string, string, string. And this one, string int string, string. Because we start with that. And this is int string, string, string. Yeah, it did the right thing. So why is it not able to actually say that was created? Let's just say run all the tests. Shut down, start up again. I don't know why. Okay, well, now we're getting a different thing. Ah. Yes. This needs another string. So this would be 3, 2, 3, 4. Now run all the tests. That test number is different. It actually, oh, no, 71. Okay, now you jumped up. Okay. I knew the number was before. So, all right. Now why is this? No, that's fine. Yeah, you know it's an int. You know it's an int string, string, string. But like, it cannot convert from an int to a string. It shouldn't have to. And all the tests pass. You know, and if I say build, it builds and it succeeds. Go figure. I don't understand. But I think this is now solved. So now we will handle overloads. We were actually handling them, like I said up here. In the case we had add and multiply, it only generated one, but these are not overloads. We're now discovering that if you have overloads, it will find them and it will handle it accordingly, and everything seems to work. So I'm going to actually, before I shut down this episode, we are going to update this to 121. And gotta change that copyright. Okay. Lang version latest. This can now be all. I believe in .NET 6 analysis mode was changed so you can just put all. I'm gonna look that up. It says it's good, and that error is fine. But let's look that up quick. C# analysis mode. Yeah, all. Starting at NSC emit for compound value for analysis level. It was a recommended set list for analysis level. I have now been distracted. Well, you learned something new. Even if they are in preview. Latest. Wow, yeah. Definitely more that I've not noticed before. But that's okay. That's fine. It really doesn't, you just say all here for now and leave it be. But I do want to look at that because I have a presentation on analyzing and code analysis, and I want to make sure that I understand the rules behind that. But this is good. I can now say, let's set to release. I'll make a release version and make sure all the tests pass on that. Commit, merge, publish a new package, and this will be done. So what am I going to do next time? I think maybe, I thought there was an issue with generics, but I think Partially Applied already handles the generics. I'm not sure about the constraints. I got to add constraints in there, so I might do that. I do eventually have to get back to the C#11 stuff in Rocks. There's so much stuff to go through, and that's what I love about this. There's always so much to do with code. So until next time, thank you all for watching. Leave comments and questions below. See you in the next episode.